Good day, everyone. My name is Eric John Martinez, and today I'll be sharing my reflection on the case of Christian Cadahas Y. Cabias versus People of the Philippines, General Register number 247348, November 16 of 2021. So this case highlights the importance of protecting children from abuse and exploitation, particularly in this digital age. So today I will be discuss what is this case all about, what are the facts in this case, the legal issues involved, and then the Supreme Court's ruling, and also, I will be sharing to you my personal takeaways or what I have learned on this case. So let's start with what is this case all about. So this case revolves around the Republic Act of Republic Act number of 7610, or also known as the Special Protection of Children Against Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Act. So enacted in 1992, so RA 7610 protects minors from all forms of abuse, including physical, emotional, and psychological harm. So based on Section 5 B of RA 7610, specifically penalizes lascivious conduct committed against a minor. So even if there's no physical contact, so the case is significant because it deals with online sexual exploitation, which is becoming more common in this digital age. So on the case of Christian Gadahas, so he was accused of sending sexually explicit messages and nude picture to the minor, which is AAA, so via Facebook Messenger. So the discovery of this case or of these highlights um, uh, messages was discovered by AA's mother, lead to the case being reported to the authorities. So the case highlights how technology is being used as a tool for child exploitation and the importance of parental vigilance in monitoring children's online activities. So ultimately, this case is about how the law is applied to the modern forms of abuse and how the justice systems enforces strict penalties to protect children from online predators. So let's move forward with what are the facts of this case. So first is the accusation, which is Christian Cadahas was charged with violating RA Republic Act 7610 after allegedly sending incident messages and nude photos through AEA via Facebook Messenger. So the next would be discovery of the evidence. So AEA's mother discovered the messages on her daughter's phone and immediately reported the matter to the police. So, trial proceedings, AAA testified about the nature of the messages, and her mother confirmed discovering the evidence. Screenshots of the messages were presented as evidence. And then the defense argument of Christian Gadahas, so he denied the allegations, claiming that his Facebook account had been hacked and that was not responsible and he was not responsible for the sending of that messages to AEA. The next one is the lower court decisions. So the RTC or the regional trial court and then the CA or the Court of Appeals found Kadas guilty, ruling that the prosecution had provided strong evidence. So that's the facts about this case of Christian Cadahas. The next would be what are the issues in this case? So the Supreme Court had to determine the following key legal questions. So thus sending explicit messages and nude picture to a minor constitute lascivious conduct under RA 7610. So the law broadly defines lascivious conduct as acts that harms a child's moral, emotional, or psychological well-being. So the court had to decide whether online sexual advances, even without physical contact, qualified under this provision. And then the next is the hack account defense valid? So that is on the side of Christian Kadahas. So Kadahas argued that his Facebook account has been hacked, and then that he was not responsible for those messages that was being sent to AAA. So the court had to determine whether this claim was credible based on the available evidence. And then the next was the evidence or screenshots and testimonies sufficient for conviction. So the court had to evaluate whether digital evidence or the screenshots of the messages and then the witness testimonies meet the legal standard of proof beyond reasonable doubt. And then the next the last one were the rights of the accused upheld during the trial. So the court needed to ensure that Kadahas was given due process and that his conviction was based on the legal and constitutional principles. So the next that we're gonna be discussed is this is very important, which is the ruling of the Supreme Court about this case. So the Supreme Court affirmed the lower court's ruling and upheld Kada's conviction. So the key points of the decision were lascivious conduct includes online sexual harassment. So just to explain, the court ruled that sending sexually explicit messages and nude picture to a minor is a form of lascivious conduct under the law, which is the Republic Act 7610. So it emphasized that abuse is not limited only to a physical act, but also includes behavior that can damage a child's psychological and emotional well-being. The next would be the rejection of the hack account defense of Kadahas. So Kadahas failed to provide convincing proof that his account was hacked. So the court noted that hacking claims requires substantial evidence, such as reports to Facebook's or expert testimony on cybersecurity branches. So his meal denial was not enough to overcome the prosecution's strong evidence. So the next is the validity of screenshots and testimonies as evidence. So as the court ruled that screenshots of the Facebook messages along with the testimonies of the mother were sufficient to prove Kadaha's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. So it's emphasized that electronic device is admissible as long as its authenticity is properly established. So next would be the protection of children in this digital age. So the ruling reinforced that the Republic Act 7610 applies to modern forms of exploitation, including online abuse. So the court highlighted the growing risk of child exploitation through social media and affirmed that the law must evolve to address these new threats. Sorry. This ruling set the precedent for future cases involving online exploitation, making it clear that the digital forms of abuse are punishable under existing child protection laws. And then regarding this case, what are my takeaways or what I have learned on this case? So I have a lot of key takeaways or lessons to provide to you all about this case of Kadahas. So first is the RA 7610. So this Republic Act is essential for child protection, especially now in this digital age. So this law ensures that minors are safeguarded against all forms of abuse, whether physical or digital abuse. So the court's ruling strengthens the application of this law in the modern context. So the next key takeaways is the danger of social medias and online exploitation. So this case highlights how digital platforms can be misused for child exploitation. So it's a reminder to us that, especially for those children right now on our digital age, that online safety must be priority, especially for minors. And then if children is prone to social media and online exploitation, so we should also have the parental supervision. So it's that is very crucial for this case. So AAA's mother played or a crucial role or critical role in stopping the abuse. So this shows that the importance of parents monitoring their children's online activities and taking immediate action when necessary. And then the next would be electronic evidence is vital in modern legal cases. So this case underscores the importance of digital evidence, such as screenshots and chat logs, and providing crimes. So courts must continue to adopt the technological advancement in gathering, assessing evidence. The last is reporting abuse is our responsibility. So many cases of online child exploitation go unreported. So this case serves as a reminder that reporting suspicious activities can prevent further harm and bring offenders to justice. So on a personal level, this case dependent my understanding of the importance of laws like RA 7610 in the digital age. It also reinforced the need for public awareness and vigilance in protecting children from exploitation. So, in conclusion, the case of Christian Cadaas versus people of the Philippines is a strong example of how child protection laws are applied in this digital era. So it highlights the danger of online child exploitation and then the need for strict enforcement of laws like the RA Republic Act 7610. So as member of this society, we all have the role to play in ensuring the safety of our children, whether as parents, educators, or simply as responsible citizens. So we must be proactive in preventing abuse and exploitation. So I think that's would be my key takeaways for this case of Dahas related to the Republic Act 7610. Thank you so much for listening to my reflection. I hope this discussion has provided valuable insights into the importance of child protection in today's digital world.